So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in the commerce session. Wonderful to see so many customers and partners in the room, so thank you for your ongoing partnership. Collectively, on the Commerce Cloud platform, you're building and continue to build incredible experiences. So, thank you so much for that, and thank you for your ongoing feedback. You've heard today all about redefining retail. We're going to look at a whole range of innovations. You're going to hear about some exciting announcements, particularly in the B2B space as well. And in Salesforce terms, we call folks that are doing that sort of stuff trailblazers. And in commerce, our trailblazers are absolutely leading the way. To numerically give you some context, last year in Cyber Weeks, this is Black Friday through Cyber Monday, we saw 679 million visitors to sites that are powered by Commerce Cloud. So amazing brands and retailers that are driving significant scale for their customers. To give you a little bit of context in terms of what that means, that is bigger than the monthly visitors to a little retailer that begins with A and ends in Maison. So significant volume. More importantly, from a revenue perspective, for retailers, is that we're seeing 35% year-over-year growth in terms of revenue as validated by Forrester with a total economic impact study that they've done. You'll hear a lot today about B2B from my great friend Ray Grady, who's going to be showing a lot of detail about that. And it's exciting to see the key numbers here. So from a B2B order growth perspective, we're seeing more than 200% year-on-year growth, and that's at a scale of billions of dollars of revenue. So again, significant scale and great customer outcomes. And pleasingly, due to all those factors and due to the amazing results that our customers continue to see, we've recently been named a leader in Forrester's Wave for B2C commerce suites. So really exciting to have that industry recognition, really exciting to see customers do well. And today I'm very excited to be sharing some of those innovations and how our trailblazers are doing it. We do have retail challenges on the horizon at the moment. I'm the eternal optimist, and I truly do believe, though, that we are in a retail renaissance. So we've heard today a lot about the fourth industrial revolution and the technologies that really reduce friction in terms of consumer habits and really can deepen relationships with customers. So to call out a few examples from this in a retail context, we have SurfStitch, so a great online pure play retailer here in Australia. They have the concept of buying in channel. So on the Instagram page, you're able to find a product, click buy, and in the context of social, leveraged by Commerce Cloud, actually complete a purchase. Another great example is Mecca, so a cosmetics retailer here in Australia, an amazing business, and they leverage Commerce Cloud predictive intelligence to do everything from product recommendations to their consumers, but also do smarter merchandising and be more effective in how they're merchandising to those customers. They see great returns from a consumer perspective. We're discovering and finding the right products for customers, but they also get a commercial benefit as a retailer of selling the right things. So clearly, brands and retailers that have a clearly differentiated offering and have a really clear value proposition will continue to do well. We're unique from a Salesforce perspective insofar as we have a wide range of access to data, and we've recently published a shopper-first retailing report that looks at the shopping habits from more than 500 million shoppers and also looks at survey results from 6,000 consumers globally and 1,000 consumers in Australia. And what we saw is some really clear outcomes from a customer perspective. Shoppers are craving relationships and not transactions. They don't just want to be a number, they want to form a true relationship with retailers. Fundamentally, the shopper is in the driver's seat. They are defining how they wish to engage with brands and retailers, and they are demanding more and more. We can see that in some of these key numbers. So 55% are saying that experiences are disconnected between store or online or between various silos within retail businesses. From an Australian point of view, 63% of Australian consumers said that retailers didn't really know them and didn't understand them, and there's a value exchange that needs to happen here in terms of that data. And 70% of Australian consumers said they want and demand new and shiny products. They want new experiences, they want new products to really draw them into store or draw them into a digital channel. So as I mentioned, the shopper is in the driver's seat and they do expect more and more, which is why we're here and why we have Salesforce for Commerce, a complete commerce solution for B2C and also for B2B. It's AI-powered and is designed to help you transform your commerce experience everywhere faster than ever. So we'll hear more about B2B commerce very shortly from Ray. We're going to hear a lot about the innovation in terms of B2C as well. And very pleasingly, we now have more than 3,500 sites globally powered by B2C commerce. So significant scale it's operating at. The key point is that the commerce is all wrapped in Einstein. You've heard a lot about Einstein today, but that delivers real value from a retail perspective, so up to 5 times higher spend per visit. So really key metric and really great customer outcomes. I want to give you 4 key pillars today that we call the Salesforce Commerce Formula for Success. And this is a great way to think about how you can be successful in your business from a commerce point of view, and it's the context that we'll talk about through today's presentation. Number 1 is being smart. So first, commerce experiences have to be smart. Artificial intelligence is imperative for getting those merchandising decisions and product discovery done right. Second is fast. So to meet those consumer expectations that we mentioned, you need to be able to move with speed and agility. You need to move at the power of the customer. You need to be able to adapt with clicks and not code and be able to meet those expectations. Third is connected, and connected is all about being of the touch points where that customer is and using the world's #1 CRM to help you get there. So you've heard a lot about that today. And then lastly, fourth is about having a well-defined path for success. So I'll share some details about that shortly, but that's a combination of getting the right partnerships in place, having empowerment for your ecosystem and your teams to make sure they're aware of all the platform capabilities and they're driving ongoing optimization as well. So with that in mind, I'd love to hand over and introduce you to Ray Grady, Senior Vice President and General Manager for B2B Commerce. Please welcome Ray.
Thank you. Thank you, James. And thanks again, everybody. Glad to be here today. Again, my name is Ray Grady, and I'm the B2B e-commerce General Manager, and I'm excited today. A lot of you have been asking for it. So today's a really big day for us. So today we're launching officially B2B commerce in Australia and the broader Asia-Pac marketplace today. So it's a very excited day for us as we continue to scale our business. So B2B commerce is a little bit different than B2C. We'll get into that this afternoon. You have things like entitled products. You have things like tiered pricing, multiple payment types. They're a little bit different, but we'll walk you through how we go about it and how we deliver it and how it's infused with artificial intelligence. So we're pretty excited to talk about that. We're excited to talk to you about our proven SI network, which we've actually built here already. We had meetings earlier in the week with upwards of 30 SIs who are very interested in implementing this. Some of them already have, like our partners Adept, and we'll kind of walk you through their case study with foodstuffs later. And our B2B commerce is unique and different. So for those of you that are familiar with commerce, we feel like we're unique because we're the only e-commerce platform that's built on the spine of a CRM system. And I'm going to walk you through today why that's pretty important. So James talked about the commerce formula for customer success. How does that manifest itself in B2B? So I'll kind of walk you through that, right? So first, so how are we smarter? We're smarter because of Einstein, right? That guy over there, or wherever he was just standing over there. So Einstein infuses our B2B commerce platform. So things like product recommendations, things like eventually dynamic pricing, these are things that we do from a smarter perspective. So how are we faster? B2B isn't about shopping oftentimes, it's more about buying, and we're mindful of that. So we want our customers to get in and get out efficiently. So we offer things like 2-click reorder that will get you to market and get your customers in and out of their platform quickly. But we're also faster because we get to market faster than our competitors. We're going to walk through a case study today. We launched a very, very complex site in 6 months. Our competitors, it could be 12, 18, 24 months before you go live. And ultimately, how are we, we're connected. So commerce is unique, and you can get one view of your customer when you integrate sales, the call center, community activities, marketing, all on one platform. So that true one view of the customer, that's what we deliver, and that's what we deliver at scale for customers like Ralph Lauren, customers like Coca-Cola, Dow DuPont, etc. Okay, so I'm going to kind of walk you through what this looks like. So this is a fictitious brand, okay? So today, I'm going to switch personas now. So I'm now Ray Grady, the owner of Grady's Paints and Stains. It's a local firm here in Sydney. And we are a commercial organization. We paint buildings, we build buildings, and we're scaling our business year over year. And I was inspired as a business owner because I realized that I wanted to be like one of the great iconic movie stars of Australia. So I wanted to be the next Paul Hogan. So to become the next Paul Hogan, it's not going to be to become Crocodile Dundee, it's to paint the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Because that's what Paul Hogan used to do before he was an actor, right? So I'm going to log in, I want to win this new bid, and it's going to change my business, right? So I log in, as you can see, when I log into the system, I log into my partner Astro Paints where I'm going to buy product, and you can see it knows who I am, right? But it also has offered up the products that I buy frequently, right? That's that 2-click reader that I talked about earlier. So I'm going to go ahead, because I know I need to buy these things to make my mixture, to go ahead and build this paint. But what you can see is you can see things like knowledge, support, information about my catalogs, information about my orders. This is the power of commerce built in a CRM system. So I'm going to go ahead now. I know what I need. I'm going to go ahead and change an address, and I'm going to check out. Boom, done. Like I said, 2-click reorder. I'm in and out. I have the products I need. But what do I see? I see a marketing message from Marketing Cloud. They're talking about this new iron oxide pigment. I'm thinking that could potentially help me as I want to differentiate myself when I go after this bid to paint the coat hanger. So I'm going to click on that. And what you see is what? You see a beautiful product detail page, right? Again, B2C and the B2B use case, right? But you also see things that are specific to B2B, right? You see negotiated price, $53.25. That's what I negotiated with my Astro Paints sales rep. So as I'm looking to add that product to cart, because I know it's different, I see Einstein making recommendations in the background because it knows what I'm trying to do, it based on my buying patterns and what I just clicked on here. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm probably going to need that acrylic polymer to make the paint that I'm going to want to make to win the bid. So I'm going to go ahead and add those things to cart. So Einstein, good recommendation. I'm going to add that. So I'm going to add 10 of each to cart. And we're now getting ready to check out. Nice and clean, simple shopping cart. But again, as you can see, lots of orders. Now in B2B, you could have hundreds or thousands of orders. Some of our wholesale brands will buy an entire season's worth of product, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy these products. It's the price that I negotiated with my sales rep. And upon checkout, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to split this shipment. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, I have to send some of the product to my lab in Sydney, my research and development lab, and I'm going to send some to the office. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to split the shipment. There you go, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and split the shipment. I'm going to pick the facilities that I want to ship this product to. I'm going to pick the date that I'm going to want the product to be shipped. Oftentimes, we'll have MuleSoft in the background checking the best shipping rates. We'll go ahead and click on that, and then we'll get ready to pay. Okay, I've got my date. I'm ready to go. So now I'm getting ready to check out, right? Everything looks good. I got my shipments. They're all split. They're where we need to be. Again, see our full CRM integration. Now we're going to go ahead and pay. Now in B2B commerce, you can pay in a multitude of ways. Again, that's different than B2C, right? You can pay with a purchase order. You can pay with a credit card. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and pay with ACH. I'll select that. And I'm ready to check out. There you go. Done. So again, not a lot of browsing. I know what I wanted. And now I'm ready to go ahead and win this bid. So that's my view, right? As the customer, what we see here is the Astro Paints view, right? Again, so from a CRM perspective, they're also running Salesforce, and this is Einstein Analytic. Some of you may be familiar with this. So they can actually really see in real time what products I'm buying, where I'm buying them, what the regional mix is. They can see that their profits are down overall as a business. So now maybe they can go ahead and recommend specific products to me and guys like me to move that profit line up. That's the power of commerce built in the spine of your CRM system. So Astro Paints, fictitious brand, but hopefully I got a shot to win this business now and become the next Paul Hogan, which I've always wanted to do as an American who loved growing up watching Crocodile Dundee. So that's a fake brand, but Foodstuffs is a real one. Foodstuffs is the largest food and beverage distributor in New Zealand. A very complex business, literally over 1.6 million pricing permutations, 40,000 SKUs that they have when they sell their wholesale products. They have 15 different SAP back-end integrations, and they moved from the lowest CSAT in their category in the country to the best CSAT category in the country. And we did this all in 6 months. Right? So for those of you that have been in e-commerce, you'll know this is typically a 12, 18-month implementation. And Foodstuffs is invested in a very big software company. I'll use James. It begins with an S and it ends with a P. And they said we need to change our way in which we do business. They've done that with us. They've done that with Salesforce. And to me, that's why Foodstuffs is a great trailblazer. So that's a little bit on B2B. I'd like to now introduce Michelle Davalos to the stage to kind of walk you through a lot of the innovations they're making in B2C. Thank you. Michelle?
Great, thanks. Thanks, Ray. And as you heard from James and Ray, the formula for commerce success is baked right into our commerce platform, and that's true for B2C also. And that starts with AI that's infused throughout the B2C shopping experience, as well as insights that get delivered back to the merchandising team to power that experience. We also have comprehensive digital commerce with true multi-site management, search management, and merchandising capabilities built in, and a powerful commerce platform with flexible APIs that allow you to extend your commerce experiences beyond the traditional storefront, and a robust partner ecosystem with over 250 pre-built integrations. Our partners truly are the fuel for our customers' creativity, like you see here with Rebel. But we're continuing to invest heavily in our B2C commerce platform, and we have some amazing new innovation coming. So I couldn't be more excited to announce our Page Designer. This is a visual editor that allows your marketing team to design, schedule, and publish pages using a drag and drop interface and a library of reusable components built by developers and administered by your merchandising and marketing team. So we are so excited about this. It's currently in pilot. It's going into open beta in the middle of May, so our B2C commerce customers out there, please be on the lookout for this capability. We are super excited about it. And we're delivering even more innovation with our AI-powered commerce and our platform services. So first, Einstein Visual Search. This is the ability to search your storefront with an image. And our Commerce Cloud Einstein API, this takes those revenue-driving Einstein product recommendations and opens them up as an API. So you can embed them into other channels like Uber or maybe a tablet for your store associate. And our inventory availability service. We know how important it is for you to have true and accurate inventory visibility at B2C enterprise scale. So this handles millions of requests per minute across all your fulfillment locations, warehouses, and stores. And I couldn't be more excited to share the story of one of our very own trailblazers and how they're innovating and seeing commerce success with Red Balloon. So Red Balloon is over 17 years old. They have grown to be one of the largest online marketplaces of experiences. And 2 years ago, they were on a journey of digital transformation, and they knew that they wanted to improve their shopping experience with mobile-first commerce, AI-powered commerce to deliver personalized experience for their shoppers, and connected commerce across marketing and service. So with over 5,000 experiences available and over 1,500 suppliers, they partnered with Salesforce to transform the shopping experience powered by our storefront reference architecture. And they did this in just over 5 months, and they've seen tremendous growth since launching on Commerce Cloud. They've almost doubled their revenue in the last 12 months, and they've seen a 20% increase in conversion. So let's check out their shopping experience. Here we are on the Red Balloon storefront, and you can see on the left we've got the desktop experience, on the right we've got the mobile experience, and our storefront reference architecture is the starting point of every customer implementation. And it provides out-of-the-box capabilities that you can see here, like search, account management, mini cart, and it's optimized for mobile. This helps our customers get to market faster with an experience that's powered by insights that we can draw from the over 3,000 sites that we power on the B2C commerce platform. So let's check out the desktop experience. As you scroll down, you'll notice that we have a beautifully merchandised homepage. We have Einstein product recommendations, but it's not just great on the desktop experience, it's beautiful on mobile as well. So as we continue to scroll down on the mobile experience, we'll see that those recommendations have been optimized for mobile, and it's a consistent experience across desktop and mobile. But let's unpack what makes those mobile best practices so valuable. If we continue on mobile, one of the first things you'll notice is they have a streamlined navigation. They're only servicing the most important categories to their shoppers, so they don't get overwhelmed with information. We know that's really important. They've also made search a top visual priority. We know that our searchers have higher cart values and higher conversion rates. And as I start typing tours, you'll notice that we're searching across not just product content, but we're also searching across blogs, articles, categories. So we have federated search across product catalog and content on their storefront. So that's impressive. And as we continue on, I'm going to enter that search for tours. And right away, I'm presented with a product list page that's powered by Einstein and optimized just for me. So they know that I love coffee and chocolate. And right away, I'm presented with a tour for coffee and chocolate, and notice the mobile optimized product detail page. All of the key decision-making information is presented with rich visual imagery, but I'm also, as I'm discovering more about this tour, that add to cart button remains persistent. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this item to my cart, and when I do that, I'm gonna be presented with a mobile optimized checkout flow. So let's continue on this journey. And when I get to the checkout flow, I'm going to go ahead and be presented with a native integration. They're using our social login capabilities that are out-of-the-box B2C Commerce Cloud capabilities. I'm going to log in with my Facebook account because I don't like to type on a mobile device. And with very few clicks, now I've created an account on their storefront. And when we land on the cart page, you'll see that all of my personal information is pre-populated. So my name and my email address is there for me, and I don't have to type it. And as we continue on to payments, you'll notice a few things. Not only do they have an integration with mobile wallets, which means that I don't have to grab my credit card and type in my credit card number, but they also have alternative payments like Afterpay that allow you to pay over time with installments. So I'm going to go ahead and check out with PayPal, and this is going to navigate me over to the PayPal site where I can easily authenticate and very quickly complete this checkout experience with very little typing. So that's an incredible mobile shopping experience, but I couldn't be more excited to welcome back to the stage the folks that are making this happen. Please welcome James Johnson back to the stage.
For that demo. I can't take any credit for making that happen, but I'd love to welcome Brett Raven, CIO from Red Balloon, to the stage to talk about your story. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, JJ. Thanks, Michelle. I'm so glad that demo worked. I was getting a bit nervous along the way. So our journey really started a couple of years ago. As you may have seen before, Red Balloon's been around for 17 years. So when I joined 2 years ago, I inherited an application that was, let's say, grown organically over those 17 years. And it was suitable for this market, for Australia and New Zealand. Definitely wasn't mobile first. It definitely wasn't something that we could add value to very easily. It was a bit fragmented and broken. So we went to market. We had a look around. We're already a Salesforce customer. We drank all the Kool-Aid across the core applications as well. So it made sense for us to really dig deep into the Commerce Cloud stack, which we did after we saw a demo at Dreamforce 2017. We saw the Adidas demo, which was very impressive. So we got really excited about that. We came back, started evaluating the product, had a bit of a protracted negotiation process. By the end of May 2018, we decided to kick off the process. We joined our partner at the time, Trizons, to do the discovery phase. So problem was at that point, we were racing the clock. We had to get into market before Christmas. Christmas is everything for Red Balloon. So the clock was ticking. End of May, we negotiated. In July, we did our discovery phase, put our scope together. So really, we had 4 months left to get to market, and we did it. So the way we did it was working with Trizons, our partner. We're leveraging the good people at Salesforce, which was the best thing that we did as part of the project. And we had a very dedicated and honestly, the hardest working team I've ever seen pull this all together for us to deliver only a week late, which is unheard of in IT. I'm sure people would back that up. November 9th, we went live with Australia. And happy to say since then, well, first of all, I still have a job, which is good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Since then, we have increased our mobile conversion rate by 20%. Our average order value also increased as well. So you were right. And we're enjoying the fruits of our labors going on. And I can also say that this week, we will launch our New Zealand website. So brilliant. Legacy tech is going away. Our tech debt's coming off. And soon, as you might know, we bought Adrenaline. So we'll be migrating Adrenaline to the platform very shortly.
So it sounds exciting in terms of obviously leveraging the capabilities out of the box, blending it with your own insights and experiences on top of that. And that's really giving you a platform for growth, if I could summarize.
Absolutely. And, I think we're not the typical retail business. We don't sell products. We sell vouchers and experiences. Yeah. So we still rely on what is our key IP, so the vouchers, the redemptions, and the bookings. And that's really where I want my tech team to focus on. So they don't have to worry about shopping carts anymore. They don't have to worry about building an AI tool or merchandising. They can focus on the really hard bits in our business, the unique selling proposition for us.
So it's about the differentiated experience and what you could do well there.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so we're much more focused now on innovating rather than fixing broken things.
Wonderful. And that's, I mean, amazing to be able to skill up your team to do that. And I think congratulations, sincere congratulations for launching in 4 and a bit months.
Yeah, look,
that is truly outstanding, particularly with an internal team.
Credit to my team, definitely, but also credit to the platform as well. So we were quite surprised at how easy it was for the team to get skilled up in the platform. We worked very closely with Trizons, but we also skilled our team up internally very quickly. And they were delivering within a week, which is, for a new platform, that's pretty impressive.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so what's next? You mentioned Adrenaline's a recent acquisition, New Zealand from a growth perspective. What else is coming? What can we expect?
There's some things I can't tell you about, but we're interested in looking at the B2B space as well. So I know I'm going to talk to Ray a bit more about what Cloud Craze B2B looks like.
Fantastic.
And, sky's the limit from there. We're going global, so we need a platform that really lands properly for us.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for your time, Brett. Really
Thanks,
appreciate it, and really congratulations to you
you
and the team.
Thank you.
So keep an eye on the Red Balloon rocket ship. Had a very nice segue there from Brett in terms of the success services that were obviously very helpful in Red Balloon. I've come from a customer perspective. I've come from our success team. I know that it's amazing to see the innovations and what is possible. The bit that sometimes is missing is the how. How do we actually get there fast? How do we do this global thing? How do we optimize what we're doing now? And the great news is that we're here to support you. We have a range of services from resources, programs, and also services overall to really help you achieve your commerce goals. Everything from Trailhead to transformation, we've got you covered. You've heard a lot about Trailhead today. If you haven't seen my Trailhead, go and check it out in the campground a little bit to your right. Good news is we now have 18 commerce trails on Trailhead, so you can learn about commerce there. You can learn everything about the merchandising and marketing capabilities through to functional architecture and development and holiday readiness as well. So if you want to learn more about commerce, a really great starting point is that Trailblazer resource. Go to Trailhead and make sure you understand everything that's there. Just to wrap up, there's 4 key themes that I mentioned earlier. Smart being AI-powered commerce. So we've shown how, driven by Einstein, you can get some really fantastic results. Second is about being fast, and our complete commerce platform with B2B and B2C absolutely delivers that with clicks and not code. Connected, about the world's #1 CRM, we've shown how that connectedness works in terms of key touch points, and our proven success model that I've just mentioned as well. So thanks to everyone for joining us this afternoon. Thank you particularly for our Trailblazers, specifically to Brett from Red Balloon, Foodstuffs for allowing us to tell their story, and to Ray and Michelle. So thank you so much. Before you do go though, I'd like to have one last plug. Connections in Chicago is coming up. So definitely our world premiere event to talk about commerce, marketing, service. Definitely put that in your diary. Get your travel approvals ready. Twist the boss's arm. Make sure you're there in Chicago in June. Look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, everyone.